Hey, so welcome back to our Books of the Bible studies. This one's going to be, again, me, solo. I haven't been able to get my son to join me yet. We can look forward to that. We've been planning on doing it, but he's out working in the shop now. I'm here at work, and I'm in here taking a good 5-10 minutes just to put this together real quick. He does want to participate with us, but hasn't been able to do so yet, so we'll just keep looking forward to that. So we're going to get into what the Books of the Bible, this book right here, calls Act 2 now. And so I'll just start reading that and throw some things out there as we go. Now, just keep in mind, I want your comments to this stuff. I want you to go onto the Facebook page right now after you see this and leave some questions, some comments, some observations, anything that comes to your heart while I'm going over this. So Act 2, called The Exile. Tension and conflict are introduced to the story when Adam and Eve decide to go their own way and seek their own wisdom. If you remember, Adam and Eve stand before God. God says, this is all yours, just don't eat from that tree. What do? They eat from the tree. And what happens when they eat from the tree? They gain the knowledge of good and evil. It's not that those things weren't there, but now they have the knowledge of it. And we all know when you have the knowledge of something, or at least my opinion and the opinion of most, is that when you have the knowledge of what's right and wrong and you do wrong, you're guilty. And so Adam and Eve go their own way and seek their own wisdom. They listen to the deceptive voice of God's enemy, Satan, and doubt God's trustworthiness. They decide to live apart from the word that gives himself they decide to live apart from the word that God himself has given them. They decide to be a law to themselves. The disobedience of Adam and Eve, the introduction of sin to our world, you and me, all of us, through them, is presented in the Bible as having devastating consequences. Humans were created for healthy, life-giving relationship with God, with each other, and with the rest of creation. I'll just pause there for a minute. Anything that you think of that's negative, that's bad, sickness, war, any type of conflict between people that's not at the level of war, but just shares hate or distrust and all that, is all a fruit of that fall. We were meant to be connected and in community, and we're not. And even the way that things are set up in our society, where we receive care from a centralized government instead of connecting with our neighbors and connecting with our community and connecting with our friends and family, that's all meant to break us down, to take us out of that connectedness with each other. And it's all a fruit, in my opinion, of the fall. And so we'll continue on here. But now humanity must live with the fracturing of all these relations and with the resulting shame, brokenness, pain, loneliness, and death. Heaven and earth, God's realm and our realm, were intended to be united. God's desire from the beginning was to clearly live with us, in the world he made. But now God is hidden. What is he hidden by? Ask yourself that question. Now, it is possible to be in our world and not know him, not experience his presence, not follow his ways, not live in constant, word I added, gratitude. We're not thankful for what we have. We think we deserve more, we want more. There's an insatiable appetite, whether it be a food addiction or drug addiction or money addiction or relationship addiction, sex addiction, whatever it may be. All of those things come out of that eating of that fruit. We're just in a broken place. As a result of this rebellion, the first exile in story takes place. The humans are driven away from God's presence. Their offspring throughout history will seek to find their way back to the source of life. They will devise any number of philosophies and religions trying to make sense of a fallen yet haunting world. Another pause. This is where we get our government from. All order has gone out the window. And so if you go and you read the Old Testament, you'll see that man is desiring deeply to see leadership and order. And so they put kings and judges into place. And all of this idea of government bringing order to our lives comes because of the fall. We're supposed to find our order and our peace and all of that through God. And now we're forced to go to other methods of doing so. And as you probably know as well as I do, many of them fail horribly. So, yeah. But now death stalks them, and they will find that they cannot escape it. Having attempted to live apart from God and His good word, humans will find that they have neither God nor life. New questions arise in the drama. Can the curse on creation be overcome and the relationship between God and humanity restored? Can heaven and earth be reunited? Or did God's enemy effectively end the plan and subvert the story? So this is the great drama of our Bible and of our lives and of our eternity. We fall away from God. First we're created, then we fall away from God, and we desperately desire to get back to Him. We build all types of false constructs and structures to try to bring order to everything around us, and most of it doesn't work. Why? Because it's in our knowledge, it's in our will, it's in our power. We need Him. Go ahead, make some comments. Thank you.